Welcome to the demonstration video for the Reassign Ownership module inside of the DemandTools Data Quality Suite for Salesforce by CRM Fusion. The Reassign Ownership module is a high-end data quality module for deciding who owns what objects and sub-objects in the database. It's a tool that is often used by customers for territory alignments, account distributions, and other changes that they need to make regarding who owns what objects in a Salesforce database. Let's go in and take a look at Reassign Ownership inside of DemandTools. The Reassign Ownership module can be found in the maintenance section of the main DemandTools menus. Reassign Ownership starts by asking the end user which primary top-level object they want to start the reassignment job at. In my example today, we're going to be reassigning some accounts, but I could reassign contacts or opportunities or notes or even custom objects. Any object in Salesforce is mass reassignable. Today we're going to be reassigning some accounts. I'm going to be realigning my sales rep coverage for Dallas, Texas. The first job we have to do after selecting the object is to decide which accounts need to be reassigned. So in my case, I'm going to develop a where condition and say that I only want to reassign the accounts that are in a billing city that's equal to Dallas. And just to be careful, they have to be in a billing state that is also equal to Texas or TX, like that. So we have where conditioned out the records that are in Dallas, Texas. Just before we move on, if I had instead an external file that contained a list of account IDs, I could load that external file here and use those IDs as the targets for reassignment. Now that we have our where condition assigned, all we simply have to do is to decide which fields are going to be in our final output. I'm going to put the account name, I'm going to put some billing information, and I'm going to put the annual revenue in because a lot of my reassignment decisions are going to be made on annual revenue for the demo today. I think that's good enough. Let's go on to step 2, where what we're going to do here is develop a multi-filter strategy to filter out specific accounts that we want assigned to specific reps. In my new Dallas territory, I'm going to have 3 specific reps working the territory, so I'm going to add 3 specific match steps here into Reassign Ownership. The first match we're going to do is we're going to look through those accounts in Dallas and find out which ones should be reassigned to Olivia. So I'm going to call this the Olivia match step. We're going to add a matching condition. Olivia is going to get all of the accounts that have an annual revenue that is less than $10 million a year. So for less than $10 million, those accounts get reassigned to Olivia. Great. The next match step we're going to do is for our next salesperson named Kelly. Kelly is going to be responsible for all of those accounts that have an annual revenue that is greater than or equal to 10 million. And also have annual revenues that are less than 20 million. Essentially giving Kelly that $10 to $20 million annual revenue space, and they get reassigned to Kelly. That's great. One final match step for our final sales rep, who is Lori. The Lori match step is simply for all of the accounts whose annual revenue is greater than or equal to $20 million. And they would be assigned to Lori. That's great. So some of the accounts will be assigned to Olivia, those less than 10 million, the mid-range accounts being assigned to Kelly, the accounts with the highest annual revenue being assigned to Lori. There might still be some accounts that don't match in any of these 3 steps. Of course, in this example, those would probably be the Dallas accounts that don't have annual revenue assigned to them yet if the field's blank. Well, I mean, for those, I could simply hard code a specific user. Or what I'm going to do in this case is I'm just going to take those unknown accounts and basically just put them randomly to those same 3 reps in a round robin. So we'll add Kelly, Lori, and Olivia in here, And I'll just do a equal percentage breakdown as they're assigned to those reps. That's it. We have the reassignment program now. We have to worry about the sub-objects. We have programmed which assignments we want to do on the account level, but now the question is which of those do you want to carry down to sub-objects beneath the account? Since we're doing a whole bunch of account reassignments, this may be an opportune time to take something such as open opportunities and make sure that the new owner also owns any of the opportunities, the open opportunities that the previous owner owned. If I wanted to, I could even say that the new owner of the account should own any of the open opportunities that are in there. So we highlight the ones that should be used every time, and you can add additional ones if you wish. Almost ready to get started here. We have some options to create tasks. Creating tasks basically to record the moving from one owner to another owner. Creating summary events, sending emails to the reps to notify them. And with that, we're ready to go. Let's go on to step 3, where we're going to get the data center involved. The data center finds the records that are in Dallas. There turns out to be 229 records in the Dallas area. And what we've done is we have a preview screen showing the current owner and the new owner of the records, the original field values in white. You can see which match step they matched at. And if we wanted to at this point, we could export this grid data out to maybe make a report, or we could simply hit update records and execute all of these changes against the database as the different reps are assigned their different accounts. And that's it. Simple as that. This operation has been completed without error. There are individual restore files being created. Just wrapping up this demo, of course, this module is also scenario driven like the other modules in the DemandTools suite. So just like you could have scheduled dedupe scenarios running, or scheduled normalization scenarios, or scheduled update insert scenarios, you can have scheduled reassign scenarios running. You would run these scheduled reassign scenarios to enforce territory rules. If this is the breakdown for Dallas, maybe it makes sense that fairly often this job runs just to make sure that everyone does have the proper accounts in Dallas. With that, that is the end of the Reassign ownership demo from the maintenance section inside of DemandTools by CRM Fusion. Thanks for your attention.